Well, it was inevitable that we'd get here. Hey there, this is episode 128 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this week we're doing quotes from the 1960s. We've done the 70s and 80s, so it's only fair that we visit the decade of long hair, social revolution, and Vietnam. Like the 1970s episode, each round will have quotes from a different area. The Dorky round will be quotes from movies, the Geeky round will be quotes from TV shows. And lastly, the Nerdy round will feature quotes from real-world people. I'll give you the quote, you just tell me where it comes from. That's it for starters, so let's start the show off with the Dorky round. These are quotes from 1960s movies. Number 1. Well, a boy's best friend is his mother. Psycho. Number 2. I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think that any conscious entity can ever hope to do. 2001, A Space Odyssey. Number 3. You see, in this world there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Number 4. I'm not hurt at all. Didn't you know? They can only kill me with a golden bullet. Lawrence of Arabia. Number 5. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Number 6. Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. The Graduate. Number 7. Man has climbed Mount Everest, gone to the bottom of the ocean. He's fired rockets at the moon, split the atom, achieved miracles in every field of human endeavor, except crime. Goldfinger. Number 8. One of the disadvantages of being a patrician is that occasionally you are obliged to act like one. Spartacus. Number 9. You know how Sister Berta always makes me kiss the floor after we've had a disagreement? Well, lately, I've taken to kissing the floor whenever I see her coming, just to save time. The Sound of Music. Number 10. A girl can't read that sort of thing without her lipstick. Breakfast at Tiffany's. The Geeky Round. These are quotes from 1960s TV shows. Number 1. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. There was time now. The Twilight Zone. Number 2. There's no such thing as the unknown, only things temporarily hidden, temporarily not understood. Star Trek. I work hard all day, too, and what do I get? A lot of yak from you. You at least get to go out every day, see things, talk to people. I never get out of this cave. The Flintstones. Number 4. What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a man take off a dress before? The Andy Griffith Show. Number 5. Somebody down there likes me. The Addams Family. Number 6. Sorry about that, Chief. Get smart. Number 7. You ain't playing with a full deck, Eunice. I think somebody blew your pilot light out. The Carol Burnett Show. Number 8. As always, should you or any of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. Good luck, Jim. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Mission Impossible. Number 9. It's just like my Aunt Agnes used to say. The Dick Van Dyke Show. Number 10. Schultz, close the gates. The war is back on. Hogan's Heroes. The Nerdy Round. These are real-world quotes from celebrities, activists, and world leaders in the 1960s. Number 1. Turn on, tune in, drop out. Timothy Leary. Number 2. In the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. Andy Warhol. Number 3. I've decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Number 4. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. John F. Kennedy. Number 5. We're more popular than Jesus now. I don't know which will go first, rock and roll or Christianity. John Lennon. Number 6. You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has freedom. Malcolm X. Number 7. The only way to support a revolution is to make your own. Abby Hoffman. Number 8. I once said, we will bury you, and got into trouble with it. Of course, we will not bury you with a shovel. Your own working class will bury you. Nikita Khrushchev. Number 9. Let us close the springs of racial poison. Let us pray for wise and understanding hearts. Let us lay aside irrelevant differences and make our nation whole. Lyndon Johnson. Number 10. A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Arena Dunn. And that's it, folks. I hope you had fun. The 60s were a colorful period and something worth studying when you're looking for stories of social change. I'll be back again next week with more trivia questions. Here's a clue for you to ponder in the meantime. What European nation traces its founding back to the year 500 with the reign of Clovis I? It's a travel episode, and one to a place I visited and would love to see again. A bonus clue, take a look at what date next Wednesday falls on. That's it for me. This has been episode 128 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. The music has been by Jason Shaw at Audionautics.com. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening.
In 1961, the Fantastic Four returned from space and the world changed forever.
Over the next year, the Earth experienced 3 alien attacks, the destruction of Lower Manhattan, and the re-emergence of ancient gods.
Super Serious 616 is the podcast that covers it all from the inside.
What would it be like to live in that world?
Join Ed and Mike as they ask questions no one else is asking.
Is Iron Man a good use of shareholder capital?
Subscribe at Super Serious 616 or wherever you get your podcasts.